about anti-bullying and self-esteem. And I think you have the link to show us today, or at least show part of it.
Yeah, we have time. We definitely have time. So we're going to go to that PSA, and this is an award-winning PSA that you've produced. So I can't wait to see it.
Fantastic. Thank you. Yes, please share. And if anybody wants to ever reach out to me about anything about mental health or whatnot, please feel free. I'm an open door.
Absolutely. That's great.
It's real and it's everywhere. No one is safe from it. Whether it's in person or on social media, bullying exists. The effects of bullying transcend the hurtful comments and the gossip and the attacks. We see it now more than ever today. It leads to anxiety, depression, self-doubt, and it leaves deep, nasty scars. Beasley is a rescue, but he has a lifelong debilitating disease. When we're both at our lowest, we've found strength in each other to get back on our feet. And although he's not the perfect dog to many, he puts his heart on the table to get the job done. He's my champion with or without the trophy. You know, if a dog's not affected by bullying, then you shouldn't be either. And it's with that mentality that bullying loses its power. Meanness is simply a sign of weakness. Your value isn't determined by others. Your worth is determined by you.
Get ready, 'cause here I come. Gonna move the mountain. Gonna touch the sky. Stand in the middle of a hurricane. Looking right in the eye. Ain't nothing gonna hold me down. Get ready, 'cause here I come.
And that was the PSA from Chrissy Joy, award-winning. Talk real quick about that process, and you know, was it that you submitted it for the award, or did somebody nominate you for that? How did that come about?
So there's something called the Telly Awards, and it's for your own projects that you can submit. There's lots of different categories, and you know, it's open to the public. So this was a really big category to win, and we won Best Cinematography, which I thought was just fantastic. We worked with a great team. We shot it all at BFF Pet Services. That's the facility that I actually train at as one of the head trainers. And so we had a great time, you know, and it was something that was very meaningful to me, but also I wanted something to tease our new LED performance. And as you can see at the end of there, we do some really cool things with LEDs and our dogs performing. So we wanted to kind of have like a soundboard to reach our audience, but also tease them to something greater.
Yeah, absolutely. So the you mentioned the My BFF Pet Services. So in addition to doing movies and doing TV and commercials and live performances and creating PSAs, you also have a training business. Tell us a little bit about the type of trainings that you offer, and then also I'm sure you'll touch on how the pandemic has impacted your training and ability to do that as well.
Yes. So COVID was creeping up on us. You know, I went to Global Pet Expo and we performed there, and we started to see the signs of COVID a little bit. The news was starting to ramp up, things like that. So yeah, so I don't own BFF Pet Services, but I am one of the trainers there, and we do lots of in-person training. That's what we do. We do group classes, workshops, you know, we do live events, we work on set, travel, go. this put a stop to all of that. We were told that we are non-essential, which I agree. Dog training is, well, essential to some, but not really as much as medical. And so we closed. And so since then, we have created virtual online learning through Teachable, which is an awesome platform, and we're having a great time filming. So you can go to the mybffpetservices.com website and go to our learning area, our classroom, book online. You'll see our virtual classroom there. So many great free bonus content as well as learning to do. Now, as far as my work here, we've definitely scaled down immensely, but it has been so healthy for us to take this gigantic step back. We're not racing around, we're not running ourselves ragged, and we're getting ourselves geared up for when the season does come back. We are going to be stronger than ever. But with that goes some changes. I'm filming right now in my little studio in my basement, but you do what you can to reach the audiences out there and hopefully inspire you guys to keep considering doing things with your pets, not just dogs. We've had someone who trains cats earlier, Amber Akar. She's a great friend of mine. And just getting these people to see that you can do so much with your pet right from home during this time of quarantine.
No, absolutely. I couldn't agree more with you. We have seen so many different performances that you wouldn't normally see from somebody's house. We had, you may know them, but Johnny Piers and the Muttsville Comics performance team, and he did his performance live from his garage. He said,
Wow.
We just saw the Fantastic Canines do a live performance from their backyard. They'd never done that virtual performance.
I'm hoping they have some neighbors that got to watch a free show, because I'm like,
right?
That is such a cool area of entertainment right from your backyard.
No kidding. I mean, talk about a great way to entertain people and uplift people and let them experience some joy. Now, I'm sure I'm sure they do some practicing in their backyard with the dogs, but it's just been amazing to see how people have adapted to this. Now, in terms of the virtual trainings, is that like a paid training service where people, like, it's a subscription base, or is that like a free class that you offer? How does that all work?
Sure. So you go on there and you can pick topics that you're genuinely interested in, that you like to start with your dog. The great part is that you do get trainer feedback. So it's not just a buy and you never hear from anyone. We actually help you through the lesson, and you can submit videos of your dog. We do all that type of feedback based. It is a paid class. However, there's a lot of free content on there as well, and you don't have to pay at all. Just go on there, see where the free content is. And we just did a whole thing on, building props at home for your dog. You can't afford something, or you can't get out to Lowe's. What can you use around the home to do some of the training things that we do and improve with your dog, whether it's performing, obedience, trick training, even nose work. We have a lot of people signing up for our nose work class right now. And I know Tri-ball is super interesting to people. Tri-ball is that German soccer sport we've actually started bringing to our performances, which people are loving. We do workshops at the events where people can do it themselves. So we've taken that and we're putting it online to Teachable, so you can do something like Tri-ball right at home. So we're trying to get you guys involved and keep you guys motivated, so when COVID is over, you guys are still actively working with your pet, but you're also getting your pet, conditioned mentally and physically through this time when you can't really go anywhere.
Yeah, and I think, I've heard a lot of guests today and last night highlight the positive aspect of what this is doing for us, and you just did that as well. It's been a recurring theme. This is a great time when you're looking at the glass half full scenario to slow down, to regroup, to de-stress. There were certainly other stressors associated with this, but building a better bond or a stronger bond with your pet or your family. So there are some positives that we are seeing as a result of this, and I think it's great to look at it that way. I mean, everybody needs time to regroup, to pivot, to transition. It's also, I have to assume that coming out of this, there will be a new normal. And I think a lot of people have thought that. So we're sort of positioning ourselves to transition into what may become a more new normal, or maybe it's just a wider variety of services that allow us to connect with people from an even further distance.
I completely agree. I think that, you know, and I think you understand this, doing live events and set work, and you end up just running and going from one to the next, it's pure survival. And you forget the value of like stopping, resetting, doing some of those projects for your business that you had to put aside for so long, reevaluating what you want to do. When you can come back, it gives you the opportunity to just take this massive step back. And this goes for whether you work a part-time job to a full-time job and you're essential still or non-essential. Remember, you know, there's people still working right now, but they're also feeling the wear and tear of working right now and having other people not working, and maybe they have to work more hours. I fill in at a veterinary hospital, so I'm still considered essential in that aspect. So I do work some shifts there, and I can see how much wear and tear happens on those people that are just working so hard. So I think that for the people that can take that step back, it's also important to think about, what can we do right now to help support the essential businesses, and like we're doing with the Stream-a-thon, those possible non-essential that have taken an enormous hit and just trying to keep their family afloat. It may not even be about keeping their business afloat as much as it is about keeping food on the table and their lights on. So any opportunity that we can come together, like we have this technology today with Ethan and this wonderful Stream-a-thon, I know Jen's been a big part of it too, is to help each other. And we have the moment to do it right now.
That's right. We're all in this together. And that leads me to my next point. We've been enjoying, you know, conversing with you and seeing Beasley. And I'm happy to be able to be a vehicle to bring to audiences everywhere. But we would love it if any of our viewers would be able to donate to the Streamathon for Pets Fund. It's a 501c3 registered nonprofit in all 50 states. The Players Philanthropy Fund is managing these donations, and they go directly to support businesses in need. Maybe it's your favorite pet retailer that's been hit hard. Maybe it's your groomer, maybe your dog groomer. Maybe it's your boarding facility that when you travel and you can't bring your pets with you. I mean, think about those types of businesses, because that's really who we're out here to help. And of course, the rescue organizations that can't hold fundraisers right now. And to be honest, some of the performers, like some of the performances we've seen, I mean, the Fantastic Canines, I mean, they don't have anywhere to perform right now, you know, and while it was great what we saw live, it just doesn't do justice to the show. And I don't say that to dismiss it. I'm certainly super happy that they were able to do that. And I think that opens up a new platform for them, but it's impacted everyone from small mom and pop businesses all the way up to large global companies. There's not a pet business that has not been impacted by this. So if you have the ability to donate, please go to streamathonforpets.com, click on the donate button. Anything you can give will go directly to help these businesses. This has been Chrissy, Joy, and Beasley. And we are so happy that you were able to join us. You always bring a positive light, you know, to anything that you do. And this has been a pleasure for me. I appreciate your time. I'm sure even with the slowdown, you're still staying very busy if you're anything like me.
Yes, we're trying to do lots of rebranding. We're excited to come back. Hopefully see you guys at some events with the Fantastic Canines, because we love working with them. And honestly, just at the end of all this, you know, I think we are going to have a new normal. But I think for everyone home right now, you know, if you do have the opportunity to join a class or another trainer person you know, or someone's offering an online opportunity to learn, you know, every little bit of money that those people are receiving is helping them stay afloat. So if you do have the opportunity, join in and just learn something during this quarantine. Maybe make it a point to learn something new that you've never tried, but you're also supporting somebody else. So, you know, I jump in and I love learning from other dog trainers and different topics I may never have known about. And I've joined some webinars recently, and a little bit of money to them helps them so much. So I think it's kind of about stepping back and kind of helping our community again. And it's, wow, like what an outpour of people and reach that we're getting with just the Stream-a-thon alone.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I've been overwhelmed from the support and I think this will even, there'll be more announcements down the line because of the positive impact of this. I foresee this being something that will continue to grow because, you know, after this is over, people are still going to be hurting financially. There's so many businesses that need help. So hopefully we'll be able to continue this. And Chrissy, it's been a pleasure. I'm sure you have other things to do today on your Saturday, but we always love seeing Beasley. I can't wait to see you again in person. We've been talking about connecting for some live shows, and hopefully we're able to do those this year. But in the meantime, stay safe, stay distant, but not too distant.
That's right. And again, like, you can find me on Instagram, the Chrissy Joy, Facebook, Instagram, so the Good Beasley, the Chrissy Joy. And also, guys, if you need someone to talk to, I'm here and I'm an open door. So please follow me, follow our adventures. We have some exciting things coming up. Beasley's in another movie, hopefully filming in June, with over 350 actors for a reenactment of World War II. So very exciting times, and we are looking forward to hopefully getting that off the ground soon. Thank you so much, Ethan. I hope you guys have a great end to your Streamathon. I know we have a really fun thing coming up next, Yappy Hour, I believe it is.
Yeah, so we have a couple of videos, and then we'll actually be closing out the show right around 5 o'clock. So we have one more hour left. That means our viewers have one more hour to donate to help support these small businesses. Yeah, the Yappy Hour is a Pug Life feature, which is going to be amazing. And then we also have a really great video for any of our pet businesses out there who are looking for some tips. We have a great expert coming up next. We are going to roll our sponsor commercials. We've got just a couple of those. We want to highlight and thank them. So we're going to go to those commercials. We'll come right back with 2 videos, really great programming. The first one is 6-Figure Pet Business Fund with Kristen Morrison. She's an excellent business consultant and coach. And I think every one of those businesses out there that are watching, that are asking for help, could pick up some great tips. And then we're going to go from that into that Pug Life, that's what I call it, with the weekly runt. It's Katie Cable. And then we'll be back to close out the show with you live from NextCore. So Chrissy, thanks so much. And we're going to go to commercial.
Thank you so much. Take care.
Hi, everyone. Romeo and I are at Fosse Studios with Fosse Sideman.
Hi!
And we are about to start our photo shoot for the launch of America's Top Dog Model 2020 contest, Fairy Tales. And Romeo, as America's Top Dog Model Ambassador, will show top dogs how to portray our theme, Fairy Tales. And you can visit americastopdogmodel.com for contest details. Who will be America's Top Dog Model?
Social media is going to the dogs, and cats, and birds, and reptiles. Connect to the world of pets with Pet Pal, an app for pets and pet lovers like you. You love your pet, and nothing makes you happier than a wagging tail or contented purr. And you are not alone. There are 85 million pet parents in the United States, and that number grows every day. It's all about pets at Pet Pal, and all about creating a community where you can build that bond with your furry, feathered, or scaly best pal every day. Pet Pal makes it easy to be part of an entire world devoted to pets and the people who love them. A world where you can reach out to like-minded people who like to share and love stories, advice, videos, and pictures just as much as they want to see and hear from you and your pet. You can find information and resources all in one place, with feedback and discussion from actual pet lovers. Search for videos by topic for specific breeds and breed information. Create profiles for you and your pet. Stay up to date with a pet-specific news feed. Learn about rescues and shelters that need you, and so much more. Laugh, learn, and love every day on Pet Pal. Get the scoop at petpal.com now. Pet Pal, for the love of pets.
Be sure to visit our sponsor, Mirage Pet Products. Made in the USA, Mirage will be presenting programming just for your pet throughout the Streamathon. please take a moment and visit www.miragepetproducts.com. And thank you, Mirage, for being a supporter of pets and people. Now, please enjoy a video just for your pet.
Our next guest on Streamathon for Pets is Kristen Morrison. She is an
Be sure to visit our sponsor, Mirage Pet Products. Made in the USA, Mirage will be presenting programming just for your pet throughout the Streamathon. Please take a moment and visit www.miragepetproducts.com. And thank you, Mirage, for being a supporter of pets and people. Now, please enjoy a video just for your pet.
Our next guest on Streamathon for Pets is Kristen Morrison. She is an author. She is a pet business coach and a podcaster. We are so pleased to have you here, Kristen. Thank you so much for joining us and for supporting Streamathon for Pets.
I'm happy to be here.
Well, let's dive right in. So a lot of what we are doing today is raising money and awareness for small and independent pet businesses, and that's exactly who you work to uplift on an everyday basis. So tell us a little bit more about what you do and how you help uplift businesses regularly.
Well, first of all, I just want to say how much I appreciate what you're doing, Ethan. I think it's so needed right now. I am hearing from a lot of pet business owners that are really struggling. You know, their businesses have slowed down or even shut down. So I just want to commend you for jumping on this very quickly and helping pet business owners out there. It's wonderful.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So what I do is I am an author. I've written 5 books for pet business owners, dog trainers, groomers, pet sitters, dog walkers, service-based pet business professionals. And I do coaching and monthly webinars. And, you know, I really like to blend life coaching with business coaching, because I feel like we can't really run our businesses without having it impact our personal life in some way, and vice versa. So when I'm working with people, I'm really working with them both in their life and their business. And before the pandemic happened, a lot of pet business owners were really struggling with burnout. So that was a very prevalent theme that I was working on with a lot of pet business owners. That has shifted to, you know, some financial fear. And so I am really working with pet business owners now on self-care during this time, because it can be really jarring to go from working really hard many hours a day to just it basically stopping. That can affect mental and emotional well-being, but also action steps you can take now to begin to either prepare for when your business begins to run again, or to begin to get business flowing again. So that's really what I've been working with lately with pet business owners.
Well, fantastic. I mean, it's very needed right now. I think a lot of the small and independent pet businesses are looking for resources, not just financially, but also for support in transitioning, because right now everything has transitioned, you know, into a virtual space, much like with the Streamathon for Pets, you know, and other virtual fundraisers. So a lot of businesses are now trying to reach pet parents and retailers, and you know, not only on the having pet side, but also running a pet business. So everybody's turning to the virtual world, and I'm sure there's a lot of consulting on your end about this is the best way to do that, or here are some tips on how to transition.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I'm working with a lot of dog trainers who are actually training their human clients on how to train dogs. And so that's been a real strange and wonderful occurrence for a lot of dog trainers who are used to working in person with animals.
Okay, wonderful. Well, yeah, I could use some of that myself. I think I've got two rescue pets at home, two dogs and a cat, and one of my dogs could use some training. So I may have to check out some of that virtual training. So tell us a little bit about how you got started in this. The business right now is Six Figure Pet Business Academy. And tell us a little bit about your mission, how you got started, and what your background is, Kristen.
So I started my own pet sitting and dog walking business in 1995. And it happened kind of spontaneously. I met a woman who was walking dogs professionally, and within just a minute of talking to her, she asked if I wanted to work for her, and I said yes. It felt like a dream profession for me to be able to combine my love of dogs with exercise, and getting paid for it was just amazing. And so I had a pet sitting and dog walking business for 18 years, and I sold it a few years ago. And I started coaching pet business owners in the year 2000. It's amazing to think that was 20 years ago. But so I've been coaching pet business owners for a long time, and I wrote my first book in 2010. So that was 10 years ago. And, you know, like I said earlier, I really like to blend the life with the business, because I feel like we can't have one without the other. And a lot of times when people are running a business, their personal life suffers. And so how can we create a really balanced life while having a very profitable, successful business? And, you know, it's a dance, because what happens is for a lot of people when they start to get very successful is their personal life suffers. So I really work with a lot of pet business owners around creating work-life balance, and for people that are just starting out that don't know how to create a business. You know, they've never taken business classes before. So I hold their hand through the process of start to finish of actually creating a successful business.
That's amazing. Certainly a very valuable resource. And it really is unbelievable how fast 10 years goes by, isn't it?
Yes.
So what would you say right now for these struggling businesses? Maybe somebody had just launched their business recently, maybe last year was their first year in business. And then, of course, we get hit with this pandemic that nobody really saw coming. And it's amazing how much it's impacted just every industry. There's not an industry across the spectrum that has not been hit by this. But the pet industry specifically has such a diverse group of companies. You know, you've got your small and independent businesses that really are the livelihood of the pet industry, all the way up to your large companies that are international brands. You know, I don't think there's a business that has not been impacted from small all the way to global.
You're right. Yeah, it's been profound, the impact that it's had on businesses in general, but especially pet businesses. So there are a number of things that pet business owners can do right now to begin to both get ready for when business begins to open again, as well as to begin to get movement happening. So the first thing that I recommend is if pet business owners don't have administration software, that they get it for their business. A lot of people put that off because it's time consuming to actually enter all the data, to get used to the features. So that's something that I recommend, as well as if you already have administration software, to really get fluent in the features that your software has. The other thing that you can do is you can begin to connect with your clients, both on social media as well as through an email newsletter. Just keep them abreast of what's happening for you, when you anticipate opening again. You know, if you don't know, be transparent about that. It can be a great way to also ask for reviews. This is a great time to actually create the foundation that's solid so that you can then jump off when business starts to open up again. So asking for reviews on Yelp, Facebook, Nextdoor. You know, don't ask the same client for reviews across the board. Get really specific with them and ask for, like, Mrs. Jones, would you be willing to write a review on Facebook? Here's the link. Make it really simple for people to do that. It's also a great time to organize your office and your computer files. That's something that a lot of people don't want to do or don't have time to do when they're very busy. So if you're not busy now, it's a great time to do it. You can also create a local pet business owner group on Facebook or a pet owner group on Facebook. That can be a great way to expand your reach, to both connect with local pet business owners as well as to connect with pet owners who may not know about you. And you can provide tips and resources during this time. So those are some steps that you can take.
Kristen's tips for success. We're on with Kristen Morrison from the Six Figure Pet Business Academy. Certainly, this fundraiser is for direct financial relief for some of these businesses that are really struggling, the small pet businesses, the independent pet businesses, the rescue organizations. These are the folks who Kristen works with on a daily basis. And Kristen, tell us, how can people get in touch with you if they liked something that you've heard or suggested, or would like to tap into that wealth of knowledge that you certainly have?
Thank you. So they can go to my website, Six Figure Pet Business Academy. They can also go to my podcast, which is called Prosperous Pet Business. I do have a Facebook group that's also called that, Prosperous Pet Business. And I am on Instagram at Pet Biz Coach.
Wonderful. Well, we certainly appreciate you joining us today. I hope that this is an opportunity for your business to thrive. And I appreciate those words. I'm certain I speak for the businesses that are participating. Certainly something that you said is valuable to them and beneficial, but they have your information now. They can reach out, and we always appreciate getting insight from experts in the industry. We love that we have your support for this endeavor, and I wish you the best. Anything else that you'd like to share with our viewers, or?
I do want to say it can be stressful to have a slowdown like this for everyone. A lot of financial insecurity may come up, but if we're lucky, this will never happen again in our lifetime. And this is a rare opportunity to actually slow down. And, we may even a couple of years from now think of this time with fondness in a strange way, because we're really being forced to slow down, which is something that has never happened to us across the world. So we're all in it together. And even if we're feeling alone, we can support each other just by being there, and I'm on social media if anybody wants to reach out and if they're struggling.
Well, I could not have said that better myself. I've even had conversations recently with friends that even though we're socially distant from our neighbors and our, coworkers and our support network, certainly it's bringing families closer together. If we're in the same household, people are relying on those networks right now, and I think it's strengthening those bonds. So there is a positive to all of this, and I love that you highlighted that. I'm always a glass half full type of perspective. It sounds like you are as well. Really great to have you on. Again, this is Kristen Morrison. If you are not familiar, it's Six Figure Pet Business Academy. And definitely check out the website, sixfigurepetbusinessacademy.com. Kristen's an author, has a podcast as well, a very large following, and as also a lot of knowledge. So I really hope that our pet businesses out there will reach out and tap into that resource. Thank you so much, Kristen, for joining us, and I really, again, appreciate your time.
Thank you, Ethan.
My pleasure.
I'm Katie Cable with the Weekly Runt, and this is my little sidekick, Little Black Olive the Pug. Olive is a rescue. She's going to be, I think she'll be about 6 years old this November. And I got her when she was just a puppy, and she was a breeder dog that had been thrown out on the streets, and she was very scared and skittish. And now look at her. She's gone from the wags to riches and no longer a rough life. Ha ha ha. Welcome to our little yappy hour. If you don't know what the weekly runt is, I have always been a big fan of pugs, and especially rescue dogs. And these little guys, the flat-faced dogs, the Frenchies, the pugs, bulldogs, I just think they're so cute and adorable, but they could come with a lot of health problems. And so in an effort to be able to afford the dog of my dreams and be able to rescue pets that maybe haven't had the best care, I started looking into natural health tips and created the Weekly Runt, which is a weekly blog and show with little easy health tips. If you have a sensitive dog, or certainly if you have a pug or a Frenchie, you've got to check it out. First class private with your puppy. Finally, we have the can of pumpkin. When we're not in quarantine, it has lots of fun events, free product sample profiles, so I hope you'll check it out. And since we're quarantined today, I thought we would have a virtual yappy hour, and Olive and I are going to show you how to make my favorite quarantines, and we're going to make some mud pie for pups and humans. And they're really healthy. They're great if you have a dog that has, or even a cat that has allergies or sensitivities. So why don't we go in the house and let's get the party started. You can follow along at home. And then once we get our cocktails and our party started, we are going to be checking in with all of my Pugleberty friends and my social media star friends, because Olive and I really run with a great crowd. And be checking in with them virtually. We have Surf Gidget the Pug, we have Jules, LA Pug, and lots of great guests. Olive, I'm cooking. All right, so let's make some yappy hour quarantinis and fun stuff. First of all, what you want to do is get your apron on. No, you want to wash your hands. 20 seconds. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Get in between the fingers. Alrighty. I think that's 20 seconds. What we're going to start out making is I'm going to make a little hors d'oeuvre for our pets, and this is a mud pie. You can do it for dogs or cats, and this is great if you have sensitive pets or pets with allergies or pancreatitis. It's great for their immune system. It's a high probiotic and great for inflammation, and they love it. So we're going to start with our mud pie crust. I am just using a dry, I like Nulo. This is Nulo salmon. Everything is amazing, and this has human grade, really sustainable, powerful probiotic in the kibble and the lowest amount of carbs and no fillers. Good stuff. So you want to break that down. dish, or you can use little baking cups, little plastic cups, or these little trays, and you line the bottom of your cup with that. And then we are going to get either Greek yogurt plain, or I like to use kefir because this is a little easier to work with. And I'm going to show you how to make two things. The first one is popsicles. You can put those in a little candy tray. You can get these at craft stores or the 99-cent store. They have cute shapes. And then we are going to add a little to the cup. And that is about 3 to 4 tablespoons that I put in. And start out lightly with that. Some pets, they have to adjust because there are a lot of active living bacteria, good bacteria, in kefir. Then I am going to make some little popsicles and just put a little bit of fruit in here. I'm just using raspberry because it has a lot of fiber, and a little blueberry because these have a lot of antioxidants. But you can do them plain, or you could put a little bit of the kibble in some of these as well. Okay, and then I am going to top the mud pie with one of these Nulo little pouches, and that's going to be our little topper. The other thing you can use, I don't have any right now, is a beautiful pumpkin, just a canned pumpkin, and you can stir that up and put that on top, and then garnish it with a little bit more of the kibble. And if you are making this for cats and dogs, just be sure to maybe put a little piece of fruit on your pet's dessert, your dog, so that you don't give the cats to the dog and the dogs to the cat. So we're gonna let those freeze. And again, all you really need is your favorite brand, oops, I need a free hand, of dry dog food and cat food. You crunch that up, you put it into a little plastic cup or a little dish or an ice cube tray or a cake candy mold, and then you add kefir or Greek yogurt, and then you can make them for you. You top it with a little pumpkin puree. If you're making it for you, you can put granola on top and cinnamon, and it's a great healthy treat. And again, it's really good for pets that have very sensitive stomachs. And we're gonna let that freeze and get started on we're gonna make quarantinis today. Now, since I am working, I am not going to add Malibu rum, which is my absolute favorite, but I am gonna make my favorite mojitos, which I'm famous for, and I'm just gonna make them virgin. But let's start out with your pet. Bone broth is a wonderful thing. It's very healthy. Again, it's got a lot of probiotics in it. This is just a Trader Joe organic bone broth. You can make your own bone broth. And then also Nulo does sell individual pouches of bone broth, which I buy. And they also sell a flavored water drops. So you can we're gonna just add a little bit of, this is a pork tenderloin flavor. See how Olive likes it. Now she is not picky. She will eat anything. She'll eat poop. So I'm sure she's gonna love it, but they have chicken, beef, pork. Put a little bit in. Then we add our water. And again, you can also add bone broth. And we've got our pet's cocktail ready. And then for us, we're gonna fill a glass of, I'm gonna do crushed ice. I'm growing a little mint here in my windowsill, but you know, I have a ton of it out in my front yard. One of the things I like about mint, it's super easy to grow if you have no space like we have at the beach. It'll grow in your windowsill, but check it out. I'm going to take you out to my front yard and we're going to pick up some more mint. This is a great thing to grow because it smells wonderful. It doesn't attract bees. And very hardy. Yeah, look at that. Now that is mint. So we're going to watch this and then I'm going to muddle this with some fruit. I like to get creative with my mojitos. Right now we have a lot of yummy berries that are in season. In the summer I like to do pineapple, mango, blackberry, but you can just do lime and mint. You want to put that in there. And then I'm going to add a couple of raspberries and blueberries because these are very healthy. And right now with coronavirus, we all need to stay healthy. And then if you don't drink alcohol, well, first if you do, add a good heavy shot of Malibu coconut rum. And then we are going to add, I love this LaCroix, it's key lime, but you can also use Sprite if you want a sweeter taste to it. But I love this key lime LaCroix. And then, since I don't have the rum to give it a little extra flavor, I'm just going to add a splash of this mango orange juice. And you have a wonderful, healthy, refreshing drink. And the other thing you could use would be a kombucha. But I like those. So now we're going to muddle that, crunch up the fruit. We're going to give Olive her cocktail, and we're still going to let the mud pie freeze, but I'll bring those out in a minute. And come on, let's grab your cocktails and let's go have a yappy hour party. Okay, I'll give you a little taste. Oh my gosh, is this good? Wow. It's a hit. Okay, come on, Olive. Let's go check in with our friends. Yay! All right, then, let's get our party started. Hope you've got your drinks. I guess I don't need a mask because I'm in my house. Oh yeah, I've been wearing this tiara because I actually had a quarantine birthday, and I want to show you the amazing card that I got. It says, for your birthday, an ordinary pug card just wouldn't be right. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Luckily, this is no ordinary pug. I think this is by far one of the cutest cards I've ever seen. Thank you to my friend Karen who nailed it. COVID exercise. Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo, woo, woo. Choo, choo, choo. Let's work off those calories so we don't gain the quarantine 15. No, sir. Exercise. Sanitize. And no, you cannot catch COVID kissing your pug. They can catch COVID kissing you. So if you are sick, keep your pugs and pets away from you until you are on the mend. Okay, Olive. Guess who's up next at the party? We are going to check in with Kristen Andrews, and she is amazing. Not only is she a really busy veterinarian, she is the mother to the former late Chubbs the Wampug, who was a social media superstar, and now she is the mom to little Miss Sadie, or AKA Miss Worldwide. And she is going to tell us all about some safety tips with COVID-19 and some great things that pet owners should know. So, hey, Kristen! Hi, Sadie!
Good morning, Katie. Good morning, Olive. I hope you guys are having a great day. As Katie said, I'm here at work. I've been working all through this, fortunately, helping my patients. I'm a veterinarian, so I've been very blessed to be busy and not have to be at quarantine all day long, which is super wonderful. And my clients are very thankful for that because, of course, they're worried about their pets. They're worried about their pets getting COVID, that type of thing. So, you know, at this point, we've had a few cases where pets have been testing positive. We've had a few cats with very mild symptoms. But at this point, we're all kind of learning along with human medicine what the effects are, if our pets can get this disease. And at this point, it looks like some breeds, or I shouldn't say some breeds, some species, such as cats, it seems ferrets as well, are a little bit more susceptible to actually getting mild forms of the disease, mild respiratory symptoms, but they're recovering from it. Dogs don't seem to get respiratory disease from this, so they've been doing really well. The best thing I can recommend is, you know, if you or someone in your household does have a confirmed case of COVID, you do want to limit your exposure to your pet. Have someone else take care of your pet for you. You don't want to be hugging and kissing because, you know, you could transmit it to them. But if you're not sick, if you're not having any problems, love your pets, enjoy them. They're the best thing we can have right now during this quarantine time. So what have we been doing during quarantine? Well, the only time we're quarantined is on the weekends. So we've been binge watching Real Housewives of New York. We've been watching The Masked Singer. We've been watching the new season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So that's pretty much what we do. We get to spend some time outside because we're in Arizona and it's been nice and warm. So we've been very, very blessed for that. I hope everyone is doing well. We're super thankful that we got to see all of our pug friends back in February for Vegas Pug Party.
Oh my God, Dottie, we drove by. And
we're looking forward to doing it again next year in February. So hopefully we'll see you guys soon. I hope we see you sooner than that, though. We don't want to wait till February to see all our pug friends, but we love you guys lots. Katie, thank you so much for doing this. Olive, we love you. Have a wonderful day, guys. Stay safe, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Well, thank you so much. I know that you're not sitting around playing with Sadie all day, that you're very busy, and I really appreciate your time, and we miss you guys, and we can't wait for the Pugs Take Las Vegas. We're already counting the days till next year's fun. So now we are going to check in with my friend Gwen, who runs Pug Nation. And Pug Nation is one of the largest pug rescues. It's right here in my backyard in Los Angeles. And they have a Pug Nation station where they actually house a lot of pugs that are up for adoption. And usually they have amazing events going on, a lot of really fun volunteer opportunities and foster opportunities. So I'm really excited to resume that soon. But for the meantime, hi, Gwen. Hi, Pug Nation. How's it going over there? Can you show us some of your pugs?
Hey, Katie. Gwen at Pug Nation Rescue here. We're here at the facility, and the good news is we're kind of empty because a lot of people have fostered and adopted during these times. But we're here in the special needs pen because these dogs are really hard to place because of their special needs. So we have Gertie here, who's gorgeous. She was dumped at a shelter and we got her out. And the thing with Gertie, as most of our little handicapped dogs, they have to have their bladders expressed. We're happy to teach people to do that, but it takes a little patience and everything. So we have maybe 3 or 4 of those types of dogs here that need homes just as much as the other ones do. This other little guy here, hey Fire. This is Firecracker. He's in the same boat. He was passed along to a couple families before he got to us, but the last family he had relinquished him to us when he couldn't walk anymore. But the good news is we got him up walking with some stretches and everything, but he also needs his bladder expressed. So that's what I want to focus on with you and your fans, is the special needs dogs. They're just as loving, just as adorable. They just need a little extra care, and we can teach you how to take care of them. So great to see you. Hope everything's good. Stay safe, and thanks for having us on. Bye.
Person soon. Bye. Okay, who should we check in with? Who do you want to say hi to? Shall we see what Jules the pug is up to? Your beach friend?
Hi Katie. Hello Olive. So good to see you. Yeah, it's been a bit of a challenging time, hasn't it? But we've been missing all our puggy friends and missing you guys, especially our trips at the beach, because we love doing that.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us for Yappy Hour. I hope you have a virtual cocktail. So how are things going?
We've been connecting with our friends virtually. We've been doing quite a few of the online pug parties and doggy raves and yoga and meditation classes. And we did a sing-along to the Beatles' Yellow Submarine the other day, which was pretty good fun. And we actually, we were having fun on the weekend because we donned our flora crowns and our crochet ponchos, and we had a little pugcella in our lounges, which actually turned into couchcella. And this is little Lady Ivy, who was enjoying watching the Chew Fighters. We've had a good laugh actually at participating in some of the social media challenges. I think one of our favourites this week was we raided our closets to come up with an Iris Apfel inspired outfit. Hashtag Iris Your Closet. This is Jules in a pink flamingo room and also dressed for success. I think if there's ever going to be a doggy version of The Devil Wears Prada, I think Jules would definitely like to be in it. So one of the challenges that Jules particularly enjoyed this week was to eat 26 treats in 26 seconds. I think you enjoyed that one, didn't you? But she needed the extra stamina because she was going to tackle a challenge to embark on a long journey over to England to deliver Queen Elizabeth her very special birthday present to celebrate her 94th birthday. I don't think we're able to do any of the other toilet roll challenges that are knocking around because since we gave most of our supplies to royalty, we're pretty low on our stocks now here in this household. So that's been getting our creative juices flowing. But we can't wait to see all our friends in person. So until then, stay healthy, stay safe, and pick out your outfits so you'll be post-quarantine ready. What do you think of this one, Jules? Woo. Bye for now.
Thank you for joining us and saying hi, and we miss you so much. Hugs and kisses, and we'll hope to get together in person for Quarantinis. Bye. Should we say hi to Miss Chloe and the stylish bijou and see all of the fantastic clothes and outfits that we can be wearing when the quarantine ends? And maybe we can get masks because they're making those too. And I think we're going to be needing decorative masks because this is a little much.
Hi, Katie and Olive. It's Heather and Chloe Bisu from San Diego. Hi, guys. So, not a whole lot of dressing up going on here, but a few things we've been doing. Pug squats. We've been getting our pug squats in every single day. Let's get it, Chloe. What do you say? And you guessed it, we've been making a lot of masks. So many masks. We've been sewing our brains out, haven't we, Chloe? Does that look right? Every once in a while, I pull out my new spring high heels and look at them lovingly, wondering when I'll be able to wear them again. Huh, Chloe. And of course, we've been filling up on our snackies. What do you think? Strawberries? Okay. We hope everybody's doing well out there. Sending lots of pug love from San Diego. Thanks to all the essential workers and the healthcare workers for all that you're doing. Much love. Bye.
Okay, we're not always going to be doing fancy formal yappy hours at home. So we are going to check in with my friend Eric that is in charge and runs Speak Pug, which is the coolest pop art t-shirts and a great pug site. And let's see what he's doing and what wonderful shirts he's creating, because you're probably going to want to get your hands on a couple of these.
What's up, buddy? Eric here with Speak Pug. How you guys doing? Hey, Katie, Olive, thank you guys so much for inviting us out. It's a real honor to be a part of your Yappy Hour. We just give you a little brief rundown for the audience of who Speak Pug is. So Speak Pug is pop culture, kind of media, just fun place to hang out, get some, funny, hilarious pug, dog-related information. Been around 2014. Kind of just started as a social media place just for people to come out and have fun and, joy. And then it kind of branched into doing a little bit more work for rescues. The thing about our page, though, is I saw that there was a need for assistance and help with the pug rescues. So we started to really start to host or post up some other pugs that, are adoptable, some of the events that were happening. We still do that in our stories a lot. And then we started to create product. And then the products that we started to create, a lot of them that I made in my hand. I print all my own shirts. I do have artists that I work with, and it's been a really great time working with a lot of these talented artists all over the world. In fact, and it's just not here locally in my area or my state or even this country. I mean, they're all over the place. And they just all like to do a really great job in creating the things that we want to have people look at, laugh, enjoy, things like that. So Speak Pug, that's our original logo right here. So that's Speak Pug, the original logo. Here's some of our stuff that we've been doing. So whenever you purchase a product from Speak Pug, we do 10% back to a rescue group. Now we rotate those rescue groups each month. So one month could be LA Pug Nation, 1 month could be Pug Hearts here in Houston, 1 month could be South Florida. I mean, it just rotates, and sometimes it could be a worldwide event too. So it's not always pugs, and it's not always pug rescues. It could be also animal shelters, non-kill shelters, things like that. Speak Pug is just going to be more pop culture friendly now. It's going to be, whatever the trends are, whatever the latest pop culture is. We'll have some animated art. And or what, not animated, but we'll have some art that will come out and print them on shirts, and people will love them and they'll pick them up. So, and it supports rescue groups. All right, so I'm gonna take you through some of these shirts real quick. So hang tight. Right here with our original logo. Our original logo, this is a trademark design, designed by Greg Ham. He's more famously known for a pug in a Boston, had boxing gloves on and looked like they were gonna kind of duke it out. So, you got your speak bubble, and you got the curly tail for the pug. and of course, a nice goofy pug in the inside. Trademark logo. This is something that near and dear to our hearts because that's our original logo. After that, we started to venture out into other types of art. We started to mix in pugs into other pop culture areas. So like the Pug Wars. So Pug Wars, basically you'll see Obi-Pug Kenobi versus Darth Pugger. We also have some special signature series stuff that we are very, very proud of doing. So we had some artists that I worked with that also created the Pug Wars, create something near and dear to so many people, the Pug Queen. Every time we purchase a shirt, she, a big portion of the proceeds go to her because this is her signature line. If you don't know the Pug Queen, you look her up. She's a one-man army, or one-woman army, I should say. She does a fantastic job. She's out there, saving pugs worldwide. Like, I came across this artwork online. I contacted the artist, who was it, Rob Israel, and I contacted him. Actually, I said, there's his signature. And I got to work out a deal with him to actually sell this shirt for 30 days. This is so funny. This is hilarious. The funny mashup between the Tiger King, Joe Exotic, and of course everybody's favorite character on Mandalorian. So anyway, it's kind of a funny little mashup. Yeah. So you'll find that we'll come out with some of these other shirts that we'll print ourselves, like the International Order of Essential Workers, COVID-19. I mean, it's just a thing, and people love it, and people are, they like to see some fresh stuff out there. I mean, it's not all pugs anymore, and it's okay. Don't worry about it, it's okay, because all these sales of any of these items, that portion of those sales go to rescue groups. Because now, again, more stuff that we have that we can sell, the better we can do for rescue groups. And that's what it's all about. We want to help out our community and help out those animals in need. Thank you guys. I hope it wasn't too long, but I appreciate the time and the effort to help us out and to give us a little bit of a shout out there. I look forward to seeing everybody at some point at one of the events coming up, hopefully soon, if the world, comes back to normal. Y'all have a wonderful evening. I'll talk to you soon. Hey, what's up, buddy? Check it out. Look who it is. It's Lola Canola and Cupcake Princess Sparkle Snowflake Rainbow. Yeah, they're doing pretty good. We're hanging out a little bit. Lola Canola's doing really well. She's having a great time, getting picked on a lot by her little sister. Not really. She's getting she's trying her patience a lot. I mean, if you look at her, she's just tolerating her so well. But anyway, so that's them. Cupcake's probably getting close to about 8 months now. Lola, well, we adopted her about a little over 10 years ago. And now maybe 12 years old, Lola? I think she's probably close to 12 years old. She's doing good. She's got a nice frosty face now. And then, she's having her issues. She's recently diagnosed with bladder cancer. So, it's just one of those things. She's just hanging in there. She's having a great time. And look at her. She's just being pesky little sister.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us. Bye.
What has Tri been doing during this quarantine? Eating, running essential errands, participating in fashion shows via Instagram, daydreaming, tactical top secret stuff, playing dress up, hiking the beautiful trails, hanging out at her cafe in Yucaipa, California called Chai Coffee Co. She even celebrated Easter, napping, more napping, hanging out by the lake. Most of all, just wondering when this will all end and everything will go back to normal.
I hope that you're staying healthy and well and having fun. And remember, don't shop, adopt. There's so many pets that need loving homes. And go check out another family member, because it sure is a great way to have a lot of fun and open your heart to a new pet. All right, so I wanted to bring out Puggly Pug. If you want to adopt a pug and you can't get a real pug, you can adopt a little stuffed pug. And it comes with an adoption certificate and everything. You can find out
Katie.
about that.
Hey Olive, hope you've been doing well during this quarantine. For me, I've just been hanging out with Pugly here, going on a lot of new adventures. I've actually gotten to get a lot of rest and also draw more because this quarantine has forced me to obviously not travel as much for events and conventions. So I've been able to kind of get back into me being an artist and just stay at home, take care of myself, cook more. I got a new die cutting machine so I can create like little arts and crafts, like stuff like this, little bookmarks or stickers on my own, and it's just been really fun. I know it's been a really tough time for definitely a lot of people. You know, I definitely miss my parents. I live alone in my apartment, and I'm more concerned about my parents' health than anything. So I definitely have been social distancing and, you know, locked down myself and everything, and just spending time with this little guy. So for me, I've just been concentrating on like my hobbies, which is one, my passion for drawing and creating, illustrating and designing, and then also like crafting new things, exploring new things with Pugly, and just trying my best to put more pug love in the world, put more silly things out in the world, because that's honestly just the best I can do during this time. So, you know, if I can make just a couple people smile with this silly little booty here, then that's what I'm gonna try my best to do. So, of course, wishing you two and everyone stay safe, stay healthy, stay kind above all else, and shout out to all the health and essential workers out there who are doing the very necessary thing and keeping up with their work and their job so that we can survive this. Thank you so much, and take care, everyone.
Thank you for joining us and saying hi, and we miss you so. I know. How about Surf Gidget? Yes, because we really miss, this is surfing season's about to begin. So let's check in, and Olive doesn't know it yet, but Surf Gidget has a book coming out. She'll show you and tell you all about it, and Olive is gonna get a autographed copy in the mail from Gidget. So let's go see what's going on at Surf Gidget's beach house.
Happy Yappy Hour to all of you, and hopefully you're all getting through this time in this crazy world, pandemic world, so they say, with you and your dogs. My name's Alicia. This here is Surf Gidget the pug. As you can see, we've got Gidget's little book. This book just came out. Right now, this is a fantastic book for moms, dads, and kids to have something to read when you are at home, as we all are at home for the most part. But it's a fantastic book. It talks about Gidget's life, her EPI, and how she fought through her disease, which EPI is, and you'll read through and get to see what that's all about, and surfing with her friends and all of her competition stuff. So it's quite a cool little book to go through. Got some great pictures from the back side and all through the inside of the book, which is really kind of a fun thing to see. So as you can see here, the book is available on Gidget's website, which is surfgidget.com. Also, if you want to pass a little bit of time, Gidget has a game, and she helps the environment. So she sends a message as she surfs and as she snow sleds. You can see that it's at the App Store and also Google Play. Okay? And it's a fun game, so we've been playing it. That's what Gidget has been doing. We've been playing her game on this downtime. Normally at this time, Gidget surfs. We're in the water, we are practicing for the competitions, getting ready for the summer. But she lately has been jumping toilet paper rolls. Jump, 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 yes! Jump, 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 yes! Jump, 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 yes! I've been taking her here on my golf course area where I live, which is just off the back of the beach here in San Clemente. Usually the days have been a bit sunny, but today's a bit of a foggy day. So that's what we have been doing. And we also, to help charity, because we do a lot of charity work, and I don't know if you guys know about Surf Gidget the pug, But a lot of our money and stuff that we sell gets donated to Animal People Alliance. Gidgy, I need you to look at the camera, baby. Okay? And we've also had these little figurines made. And we have different types. And it's Gidget and her little surfboard. And so we always give a little bit if we can on each sale of anything that's on her site. So if you're interested, feel free to give a visit. There's lots of great pictures and information on Gidget, and you can find her there. And I hope and wish you well. And as we're in the midst of this, Gidget's enjoying eating grass. So let's go see what we got. So we got one of her favorite toys. Okay, can you sit? Good girl. Can you high five? Good girl. Sit. Excellent. You ready? Ready? Can you speak first? Speak. Good girl. Okay, go. Excellent. Bring it back. Come on, babe. Come on, girly. Come on, get a good squeeze and bring it. There you go. Come on. Good girl. All right. Okay? All right. Can you say goodbye to everybody? It was a pleasure meeting. Can you leave it? Okay? Look at the camera. Okay? Look at the camera. Say bye. Say hi. Yeah. All right. Take care, everyone. It was great talking to you. And we wish you well during this time. Okay? Bye-bye. Say bye. Yay!
Thank you for joining us and saying hi, and we miss you so much. Hugs and kisses, and we'll hope to get together in person for quarantinis. Bye. Well, thank you all for our virtual happy hour. I hope that you will check out all of my friends on their fun, amazing social media sites and support their small businesses. I think this one is partied out. I just want to sign off by thanking all of my friends that did our virtual yappy hour today, and I look forward to seeing you all when quarantine ends. And for those of you watching, I know that this is a really, really hard time for everyone. If you're working very hard, and everybody's business seems to be suffering, but those people that have small pet-owned businesses are really, really struggling, and anything that you can do to help out, even if it's a few dollars, would be greatly appreciated and will go a long way to helping keep the lights on during this tough time. So I hope everybody will stay safe, wear your masks, folks, and yeah, eat healthy, follow my weekly rant for lots of tips, and thank you for joining me for Yappy Hour. Bye, hugs and kisses. Olive,
And what a fantastic video. We hope you enjoyed that recorded segment from the weekly runt. That was Katie Cable. We want to thank Katie for putting in all that hard work to produce that fantastic video. You know, what an incredible lineup of performances, entertainers, educators, small pet businesses. Just incredible, phenomenal lineup of guests. We hope that you've enjoyed our program. 25 hours and counting now. And we are about to wrap things up, but I wanted to thank everybody from the bottom of our hearts for viewing, sharing, donating. We hope that you got something out of this presentation. There is still time to donate. If you go to streamathonforpets.com, click on donate. Every little bit does help a pet business in need. Maybe it's a pet business that you rely on. Maybe it's an essential service that is provided for your pets that is really struggling right now. So reach out to your neighbors, support them by donating to our registered 501c3 nonprofit foundation fund, Stream-a-thon for Pets. We have been so hard at work to bring this program to you. We couldn't have done it without any of our presenters, educators, trainers, entertainers, you name it. And I did, I wanted to just kind of leave you with a couple of powerful statements from a couple of the businesses that reached out to us for financial assistance, just to give you an idea of why we're raising money and why all of this time and effort and energy was put into this. So I'm going to read two more of those powerful statements, and I hope that if you're able to give, this will help you realize, what your money is going to help. So our first one says, "Hello, my name is Shelby L. Wright, and I currently run a local 501c4 pet and disabled persons assistance program. I rescue, adopt, and train certified service animals for people with disabilities at low cost. My service animals run $1,800 to $3,400 versus the local $10,000 cost per animal. I usually, however, own or train instead with sessions as little as $10 per one session to $150. My cost for all sessions usually caps at $450 for low-income persons and no higher than $1,500 total. We have been hit severely by storms and the COVID-19 crisis, which has limited our clientele and destroyed our property. Any help is greatly appreciated. I keep my phone turned off since we have no electricity right now. Please email me." And they were asking us to email them, which we did, and responded to their cry for assistance. So that is just to give you a little bit of an idea there of where your money is going. And I want to read one more that I thought was pretty powerful as well. I'm just pulling that up. Again, these are testimonials that, these are businesses that are really, really in need. So I'm just pulling that up. I apologize. I had it bookmarked. We had over 100 submissions, just to give you an idea of how many businesses are struggling, and maybe you didn't realize it. We don't think about the small pet businesses, and we really need to reach out and support them right now. That includes rescue organizations. So every little bit does help. If you have the capacity to give, please consider donating at streamathonforpets.com. Click on donate. We also have a silent auction that I did want to mention. And there are some great items you can bid on. The highest bidder will receive the silent auction item. So here's one more that I want to leave you with. It's Rescue Me Dog Treat Company. So this is exactly the type of business that we built and designed this fundraiser for. They say, "We are a small dog treat manufacturing company. We sell all natural dog treats and jerky. We donate over half of our profits to local rescues and shelters to help feed and get misplaced animals homes. Our business has taken a big hit with the virus. We have lost over 75% of our business. We no longer can do the farmers markets, outdoor events, and stores aren't buying what they used to. All we have left is online, and that's slow. We could use all the help we can get to help the local animal shelters." So this is somebody that's not even, obviously they're trying to keep their business afloat, but they're still thinking about the donations that are not going to local animal shelters right now. We've seen the numbers from these submissions. I read several earlier. It was 90% of business, 70%, 75%, 80% of business, 50% of bookings. This is what we're talking about, folks. This is where your money is going. This is who your money is helping. So if you can, please, from the bottom of our hearts, consider making a small donation. Every little bit does help. We really appreciate everybody tuning in here on the Streamathon for Pets. We will have some continued programming that we will run, and we'll have some announcements, so make sure to stay tuned for those. We're right about at that time, folks, and it's been such a pleasure to be able to bring this live to you guys, and I want to make sure to thank team. So first I want to highlight this incredible team, Iron Man Sound Industries,
If you are looking for conferences, live event bookings, not many of those right now, but these guys do incredible work. They were turning the dials the whole time behind the scenes. So big shout out to Iron Man Sound Industries. Thanks so much, guys. And, you know, we do have a couple special guests. I think it's time to loosen up a little bit. We're going to close out the show with a little entertainment. It's time to loosen that tie, put on the hat, you know, undo the top button. And I want to just show you how crazy we are, as if 25 hours of nonstop entertainment wasn't crazy enough. We've got Dawn over here. Dawn, the cat lady, is still awake. And we have Yoshi and Spyro, two of our doggy friends that have been putting up with our nonsense and craziness. The ever insane Rex. This is probably the most calm he's been through the entire 25 hours. And our special guest, Unicorn. Hey, that's Christine. She's our techie guru. Christine, thanks for all the hard work.
No problem.
Rex just scored, so we're getting prop busted by the dogs now. Ride. Perfect way to end a 25-hour Stream-a-thon. And then, of course, our lovely executive producer, Jen Carter, aka the Blueberry.
Thank you all so much.
And you might have seen.
We love you this much.
Yep, we love you as much as that is. And we might have seen the Blueberry make an appearance in the drone video. So I'm going to pop in over here. You know, we want to thank you all so much. And we just want to leave you with a couple of thoughts and a big thanks to our amazing audience out there. If you can donate, you can still donate. This is the crazy team that brought you the Stream-a-thon for Pets. A couple of other people I definitely want to mention. Constantine doing some great work. And I want to also mention, of course, Mr. Relenge behind the scenes, doing a lot of the hard work and leg work. He's probably watching some David Hasselhoff videos somewhere and swooning like a fangirl. So please consider donating. If you do, I'll stop bringing you this nonsense. I promise. No, but we love you all. Thank you so much. From the Blueberry, from the Unicorn, from the Crazy Cat Lady. I don't know what I am anymore.
Cat enthusiast.
And of course from Rex, Spyro, Yoshi. Yoshi's like, I'm over you guys. We love you all. Please stay tuned for more updates. It's been a great time. Thanks one more time to Iron Man Sound Industries and, of course, our fantastic sponsors. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks so much.